Yeah, I haven't. I've been wanting to stream again. It's just people have been. We've either been gaming a lot or they've been busy or not feeling well. So yeah. All right. Well, I think it might just be us to start for a while. Yeah, you want to usually nap at least like 2-hour intervals.
Let's go.
Alright, what was I in the middle of doing last time? Nope. Wrong button. Map. Right bumper. Oh, you would love this game, trust me. That's why I said you should watch the first thing of it. Crap. This is a large dungeon, and I don't know how much I've done. No, okay. I'm on the path I haven't taken yet.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Catch!
You.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
Oh, okay.
They saw us.
Neat.
Come on! Alright, how's that? Come on!
I knew you could do it.
Catch!
Let's stash that somewhere.
Oh, don't blow me up. Or don't try to blow me up.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Oh, I went through crack. I'm bad at pathfinding in these games now. Oh, I don't like those cookies.
Our usual tactics should work.
Vigilant.
I don't know why I went to the battle with this thing.
I'll use what I must. Rancor.
Guess I can kill stuff.
Let's stay calm. Let's go. Wind!
Didn't work. Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Oh, are you kidding?
No holding back. The power of light.
Come!
No.
I defer to you.
Now accept your fate.
Okay. Distraction
Looks
aside.
like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
A trivial fight, really.
Whew. That should do it.
We found something.
Yeah, we have. This is like the Legend of Zelda. You have a fairy companion the entire time. Actually, for the title of these streams, she's actually the protagonist. If you haven't noticed yet.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
I think there's
Mayhap.
This too looks like a key. The shape reminds me of. Ooh, I think I know what to do. Let me borrow that for a second. I'm gonna try putting the two pieces together. Are you gonna be able to lift them? Oh, damn.
Right.
Done. We just had to put the two together. We should be able to use this now. Man, I'm glad we were so stupid we couldn't figure that out ourselves.
However,
It's kind of complicated mechanisms. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's everything, correct? Except for the way out. But that's this way. Oh yeah, the dungeon saves are a cat. finish recording, our journey isn't now. Okay, let's keep going. Cat base saving.
I don't like this.
Magla's really dense up ahead. Something must be there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
What?
Is that a ghost? Well, I guess we are in a crypt after all. And there's even melancholia crystals here,
Wait.
too. Calm yourself. Remember that death is a passage through which none return. It's more likely a monster which has undergone melancholization.
I see.
So this was the dark presence that Gallica sensed. Perhaps we have these crystals to thank for the strange changes afoot in the crypt as well. Let's avail ourselves of this opportunity to shatter them completely.
However,
Looks like it's not going to be that simple.
Get ready.
Here we go. Ready yourselves. Oh man, he just whipped out some jutsu bullshit. Hell yeah.
assassin.
Mustn't settle for the easy way.
Looks like slash attacks won't do much against them.
Assassin! I'll take this. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there.
Let's
Yoink.
Vitus power. Fire! Just one left.
Now,
Fine work,
what's the play?
Captain.
I call upon royal power within. Oh, holy light!
Honk. Okay. Screw the non-vital bosses,
A
because
halfway decent result.
if I tried to show off every fucking boss, we're gonna be here for a while.
Not bad at all.
This game's long enough as is.
Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
Victory! Black jewel necklace. Managed to take it out. Huh? Wait, what's
What?
this? Oh, could this be that trinket that Noble lost? He said it was a memento of his wife, so let's take it to him.
I'm heading back.
Well, guess that about wraps up our reason for being here. I love most of this game. There's only a couple minor things that irk me about it. The game doesn't really make it clear how easy or hard it is to actually rank up your stats and how much or how high they need to be before you get to a certain point. I was kind of neglecting tolerance and kind of hit like a brick wall with that. Where like I had to build it up to do a bunch of other stuff, but there was so much to do that I didn't run out of time. Just yeah. Beyond that, it's like, yeah, nothing that really comes to mind off the top of my head. It's basically like when we get to that situation, I'll tell you.
What do you
Okay,
think? Understood.
let's head back. God, we're still waiting for this landslide to be cleared. It's been like three streams of us waiting.
Speaking of,
Recovered a necklace in the mausoleum, correct? It belonged to no man. We should return it with haste. That entire mess has affected a great many people. It's all such a shame. All the more reason to fulfill our goals so the further tragedies may be averted. He's probably real eager to get it back. Let's deliver it to him before we forget.
The deadline is...
Nurse is always just like, nope. I'm just gonna sleep. A few days until the road to Braille Haven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful? Okay, it was all stuff we've already read before.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right then.
Okie dokie. Your voice. I'm just gonna bother. Oh. Okay.
Why?
Stroll, Holtenberg, Heisman, Korea. Shit, actually, I think it might be best to do.
Why?
I don't know. Fuck.
All right then.
Actually, requests. Not terrible. Cathedral's rear entrance.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Gallica?
Oi!
Of course you are. Hold on a minute, mate. Are those mortar skulls? Don't tell me to bring those for me. I brought them for you. I accidentally left without handing these to you. I'm not dreaming, am I? I really don't have to die. Ooh, I'm so relieved. Can you tell us why you need those mortar skulls now? Well, you see, there's this weird fad among the nobles right now where they think placing skulls in their homes will ward off disaster. Yeah, that actually tracks with how stupid nobles can be. No ones are no good, apparently. It's gonna be one of those specially marked ones from the mausoleum where they'll supposedly have no effect. Completely daft, right? Noble with more money than common sense demanded that I bring in the skulls. Said I'd be sent to the gallows if I didn't.
No kidding.
Seriously? That's ridiculous. I can't believe they made such an outrageous threat over such a silly superstition. Yeah, I thought nobles were supposed to be a little more, you know, noble, or at the very least smarter than that, but lately they've all been panicked. I think the whole Grand Cathedral fiasco reminded them that it doesn't matter how much coin or influence they got, they can still die just like the rest of us. With leaders like this, I doubt anything around here is going to settle down and go back to normal anytime soon. Anyways, thanks to you, I managed to escape with my life. Here's the reward I promised. Yay!
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Thanks, young Elda. You really put your life on the line for a complete stranger like me. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Yay!
All
I
right.
have a friend. Is it Isel? No,
All
it's
right.
Metal's Day.
Let's go.
The most important question I can ask now is it Idol's Day? So I can go to the bathroom and get my luck up.
Got a minute?
Talking nonsense,
Oh, thank you.
What?
That black jewel necklace. Don't tell me you found a proper word to help you retrieve it. I did it myself. Of all the people, it had to be a worthless Elda. Ah, I've seen your face before. You're the youth who helped to restore order during the attack on the Grand Cathedral. I apologize for my earlier behavior. The things I said, I can't imagine what my wife would think if she heard me utter such discriminatory nonsense. Whoa, you 180'd fast, my dude. Allow me to reminisce for but a moment. My wife was a researcher in the king's employ. She had such wit. We would talk for hours, endlessly discussing the country's future. She was kind and noble. Frankly, I never disturbed her. At best, this necklace was the object which she treasured
Really?
most. Wow, I never would would have guessed. I'm glad we were able to bring it back
Thank
to
you
you.
very much indeed.
Yeah, my deepest, most heartfelt thanks. Here, the reward I promised. Accept it as a gift from both of us. Unfortunately, I'm running low on funds, so that's the best I can do. Forgive me.
Mission accomplished.
Yay!
All right.
I can buy a coffee. Courageous young Elda, I shan't forget your kindness for as long as I live. Now that I have this memento, I have some closure about my wife's fate. I should return to the countryside now. I bid you farewell.
Oh, thank you indeed.
Oh, okay. I think... what's more want? Ah!
Oh, thank you indeed.
What's my levels with everyone? Yeah, I can't upgrade Barden yet. Why was I ranking up Maria again? Oh, right, yeah, that's why. But I need to do the other teammates.
All right then.
Actually,
Go.
do I need to? Man, it sucks when I don't play this game for a couple of weeks and I play something else completely different in between. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Time for the
Besides
old
waiting.
girl to shine. Now then.
Which one?
Okay, I've been to everywhere I can be thus far. Cool. Okay.
Another time.
Oh yeah, let's raid the pantry while we're here.
This is...
Hey.
All right then.
Alright, let's hang out with Stroll again.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Say, have you got some time right now? About what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I take the first step. Let's go!
Right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now is as good a time as any. My home, the village of Palia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we can make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilty to request it for such a personal matter. We're not using it for anything else today. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. He's not in front of me, though. But I do like that shot. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. Recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which
Truth
way.
is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that.
No.
I know I'll see it someday. It's been 7 years since that day. Felt like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Phyllis is into it. Afterwards, I was sheltered between various relatives. Nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I'd become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand the fire. I found a box there with a letter inside and recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey,
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm gonna go over there and do just that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby?
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. Aww. Go read something depressing, man. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Blah.
Hmm.
Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance. The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital.
What?
It made it all the way to the capital?
Yeah.
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try not to let the anger win.
Sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day. My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. Oh, who's it dinging me? Liz just said she's shortly gonna be able to join us, maybe? I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose, to repay the debts owed to my parents and my family. And my people. So they would see our house rebuilt. Fuck. I seen your messages popped up, my brain just completely lost it. Because I wanted to say that Liz was playing with her family. Okay.
Oh, definitely.
God. Be whatever they want me to be. Noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Heliodis with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. Never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deep in trust and his determination to confront his destiny. Yay! Rank
I must
5!
use my nobility for good.
First things first.
Hmm.
I'm sure you trust the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be.
Say,
What was your father like?
That's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny, but despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grandtrider was able to source fresh fish from Brylehaven, but in Halia they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get. Alright.
this one's important.
All right.
First, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Valence. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Back to the Martira Tavern. what do we got on the agenda? Dr. Heisme, Cheetah. Ah, man. That's a tough call. Actually, no, Heisme doesn't get his new thing until 7. Actually, no, I need to make sure Heisme is good to go by the time we leave.
Apologies.
Sometimes sometimes you need to be in town for them to do their social link stuff. Sometimes you need to be on the Gauntlet Runner as it's running.
Ah, it's you.
Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I'm thinking of the UG village. In some ways, there may be no better place for my son to find rest. But I've been away for so long, can't say if they'll still accept me. I'm practically a stranger now.
Yes.
Right then, I suppose I'll stop wasting time dithering and get myself ready. The place is just to the east of Mortira, the village hidden, so I prefer a quiet and careful approach by carriage. I'll guide us. Okay. You do not see that
Days
carriage
gone by.
loading screen very often. Hasn't changed a bit. Yes, this is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way.
Tadari.
It's me, Heisme. I returned, and I have something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a long time, you see. He's the leader of the village.
Just.
Although I should warn you now that you'll not be welcomed here. You might feel some hostility in the air.
Hey,
Nothing I'm not used to.
I apologize.
Ah yes, the Elden experience, I suppose. Nonetheless, I do apologize. Esme, is that you? You're looking gray in the ears, my friend. As if the years were any kinder to you, Tadari. Right, you left the Royal Knights, but it's good to see you again. Who's this?
He is.
This is Valence, a traveling companion of mine. He's standing in the tournament for the throw.
nice to meet you.
Wait, is that why you've come back to the village?
No.
No, I came to see the cemetery. I'm trying to find a place where my son can rest. Ah, your boy's gone on ahead then. He passed away before I could bring him here. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely, I thought, he'd like the hill. I know it's not something the villagers would easily accept, but...
Yes.
I see. Well, it sounds like a wonderful idea to me. But you know the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how they'll respond. Would you allow me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it will prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy.
Please.
Alright, thank you.
Here.
I was used to train here when I was young. Look closely and you'll see this tree is riddled with claw marks. I know, because it was my claws that left them. Brings back memories. Of course, having shaken the trees, I'd get a swarm of bugs coming down on my head. And of course, I'd go whinging to Tadari about it. So even you were a cute kid once, huh? Having trouble imagining it? The villagers are here. They watch us from the shadows. If you focus and listen, you'll hear them too. He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped of his knighthood, wasn't he? And now he wants his child buried here? Boy wasn't even born in the village.
Oh,
Do you hear? Wow, what assholes. Can't believe what they're saying. That's horrible.
well,
Exactly within my expectations then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss.
Heisman.
I've explained the situation to the younger villagers. It seemed like nobody had any problems with giving your son a place here. Indeed? Thank you. Master Tadari. The urn of bones, it's gone. Oh shit. They kidnapped his son. Wait. Well, I'm gonna have to tell Liz that one later. Goddamn. What is the meaning of this? Fallen Knight brings shame to the village. I hear a voice from somewhere. Dari was just too afraid to refuse him, that's all.
Hey,
I can hear your every word. I'm sorry, Heisme. I can't excuse the villagers' behavior. The village hasn't changed a bit. Still rejecting outsiders, still shutting themselves away. Maybe I should have expected this. I left this place behind. I became an outcast. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Still, you stood for me. You spoke in anger on my behalf, and in that is my sole salvation. I can feel Heisme's profound sorrow and strong trust.
my
Dude, your
thanks.
son just got kidnapped. Should I search the village entire? No stone unturned? Doubtless that intrusion would only provoke further offense, but I haven't time to
I
waste.
apologize.
You have my sincerest apologies. I shall take responsibility and find the urn. It is my duty as chief, no as one who would see justice done. There's an unease in the village. For today, I think it best you leave. Very well. Heisme and I return to the city in silence.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
all right then.
Oh hell yeah, raining out. Okay, so Stroll is maxed out for the moment. Or I need to do something for him. Yeah, the quest. Oh, fuck, right, the quest. My brain's like, huh, what am I supposed to do?
Why? Thank you. You really helped me out.
Take a look.
The kidnapping is solved, but it's much not easier, but you guys mentioned how I've done all of them.
Thank you. You really helped me out.
Okay, so I
Alright.
think
Where to?
I think Stroll's
Alright.
Idle's Day. Okay,
Where
so
to?
first and foremost,
Let's go.
we're doing Gauntlet Runner. Should I use the toilet? I've got it.
Right.
I feel as though being in that small space has sharpened my mind. +1 luck. I fucking love being able to do that. That is so silly. I say that every time too. It's just like the most odd thing you can just have happen in this. Okay, so what is my status like? I'm actually pretty even except for strength. It's funny because I spend a lot of time physically attacking.
All right then.
Alright.
Where to?
Let's go. Come to think of it,
I love it.
Stroll searching for a fishmonger, right?
It isn't
Thought there'd be around. Yeah.
but
It's...
What is it?
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Oh, I think it's this
And
guy.
what do you want?
What do you want? You are not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral.
whoa.
Doesn't strike me as a fishmonger, so I was probably looking for someone else.
Gone clammy all over in this
Hiya.
humidity I
I
have.
don't remember.
Hey, listen.
Let's just look at all the stalls. I remember for some reason having to do like 3 laps.
Welcome.
Fresh fish, get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. Oh! Reminds me I had business with fishmonger.
What in tarnation's
I remember him being over that way.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome one and all. Swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here, and it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. It's a good tagline. It's a mouthful, but I fucking like that. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I knew he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? Count of Halia? And just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son? Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and Clamar nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you have something, his? What are you playing at? If there's some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially what concerns the Count of Halia. He served my skin once, when some pain in the arse nobles started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things for himself? Father like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of Regalith Grand Cathedral. All that he brought he bought the fish first, eh?
What in tarnation's going on?
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, look at that fucking thing. Look how massive that building is. It's so tall I can't even look that high up.
What to do?
Traveler's voice. No, wrong button. Popularity ranking. Power of the archetypes. I can hear the voices of past hero souls. As of yet, thou art unrefined when it was but begun to walk in the light. Time to come, we should judge. Yeah, okay. Then we stole a little bit of the spotlight, but remember, the purpose of all this is to break the principles.
But
All right then.
Oh wait, yeah, we were supposed to go talk to Buddy.
say,
And what do you want?
Yeah, okay, you already said this. Stroll's father went to meet a merchant in front of Regalith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him? Thanks for pushing me, pal. Dick. Did you see that? He actually pushed me in the cutscene, or in this little cutscene.
so foolish it arouses great pity.
Fucking what did you just say, my dude? Dude, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. The merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say next? Did his fish stink? Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words that convince the merchant I have no ill intent. Ah, how interesting. Yes, it did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I worried about how he would keep them fresh. Ah, that stirs some memories. Count of Halia that I remember was a magnanimous man. He was genuinely kind to all that he met.
Our business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well, tell me your story and I will listen. I see, you must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize. You should surely understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance has spread and con men have tried every trick in the book to claim
I
it.
do appreciate your assistance.
I indeed been entrusted with the inheritance always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I'd prefer to share with him directly. Please bring him with you when you're able. Hell yeah. Found the person who was entrusted with the Count's inheritance. I should let Stroll know immediately. Holy hell.
I'm sorry.
By the way, we're only on the first stop of 4. Or of 5. In this game. And he's almost already maxed. You can max him so early.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? We're not how fidgety. Oh yeah, you have said that. Mentioned that Stroll's father entrusted with his inheritance mentioned he wanted to talk to us. Perhaps we should go talk to him
What
with
do you
Stroll.
think?
Any luck finding leads on the inheritance matter? Found the man holding it for you. Have you? Must take me to him so we can talk. Okay.
Oh.
It's nice to finally meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. You did charity work in the capital? I highly knew his business here, to be honest. My connection to your father's ultimately will lead him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father used his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. Refugees or Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing. Knowing this, I would put these funds to the needs of my house. I would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come. You're truly a Stroll, lad. Right down to your father's strength of character. What might be so bold allowed me to present you with an option. It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You could then offer this land to your people to build upon. Would that not give them solace?
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expanse in such short order. If it's the negotiations you are concerned about, that is where I come in.
Right.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He's well versed in such matters. Sorry, did you say Lord Hydron? Yeah, he already told us to fuck off. Ah, so you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say it would be precisely the saber you need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
Ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize, I'm just caught off guard by how quickly these tides change. I gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Yay! We done good. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with it. They instilled you with wise words. Only now do I see that. Back then, I couldn't appreciate it. If I can procure new land, all those people can return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. They can go back to a time of peace before the human attacked.
Just...
And you have no small role to play here. You know that, don't you? Look at my face, like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Holy shit. Val looks stunned. Treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin. And I'll have no hope of saving the people of Palia, let alone realizing my ideals.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depends on our fight. Our hopes lie with you, Captain. Okay.
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry them too.
So now I can kick Stroll out of my party if I were so inclined, because he just gains experience at full.
Thank you.
But we don't have a 5th party member for a little bit at least. I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It was surely no easy feat to find him. I talked to 2 people. I actually talked to him first, but I didn't do the prior step.
All right.
It's like I'm psychic or something.
That reminds me.
Don't mind my asking. Did you hear anything else about my father in the search? Only that he loved his son to the ends of the world. That come off it. You've gone a bit over the top with that one. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. I returned to the others with Stroll, who was still deep in thought. Alright. Okay, is there anything else I need to do besides... Man, she seems like she's upset again. Who are we gonna kill this time? Or almost kill? That's different. Remember, last time her puppy got stolen, so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to their village and burn it down. But it turned out to be a hoax. I am assigned to stand guard here. She told me not to let anyone but an Elden kid through. And your Elden sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Everyone!
The anti-igniter terrorists' hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village a front for criminal fiends. Torched thanks to renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigida Lycaon. Yeah, we were there with her, and she did not do that. She actually seen that they were just like innocents that knew nothing about it, and she was like, "Yeah, no, we're just leaving."
At this time,
Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital, Grand Trad, once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigida. 3 cheers for magic igniters. There you have it. But they're lying. It's my word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me? I didn't do anything. But the people I met then at the village, they're dead now.
Those people.
They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather, those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. By taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it, right?
In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience. What do you plan to do now? Killing some churchman won't change anything. Not when the whole institution's rotten. Yeah, no, you're right about that. This world's a horrific place, defined by inequality and intolerance. The ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church.
In those days.
I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak, their wealth and their lives. Yep, sounds pretty on par for religious organizations. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided from then on I'd be the one doing the taking. If the weak always die, if they'll lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here. Damn! Made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. Damn, woman. You can compose yourself a little bit. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? I'll be on your head next. So I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be.
Listen.
I know you're scared, but you can't give in to them.
Shut up!
No. With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why won't you let me give up? Oof.
Why? Why did you?
Oh, I was wondering why these were different, because they both mentioned Mag. Okay. Balance, when you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there?
Right.
Hope. It sounds a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours, strong and beautiful. Aw. I calmed Cheetah down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room. Oh man! Oh man! I just walked out on her. Oh man! She's not gonna be happy about that. That road that was blocked by the landslide should be cleared by tomorrow, apparently. Set off for Brylehaven as soon as it reopens. We have acquired the head we sought, but if we're to truly get in Luis's good graces, we should endeavor to stand out further from the other candidates. Yep, even after all this, we're still just a bunch of nobodies. Maybe we could improve our reputation by helping some of the people around town. My suggestion, some upright behavior and altruistic deeds are just what we need to gain more recognition. I'm already ranked 96 in line for the throne. Starting at like 8,000 something. Let's hang with Hulkenberg.
Now then. Are you free? Hmm?
Yeah, okay. Alright. You know, despite Stroll's little outburst the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since Valence. You can't fall behind now. Train some more. But I recall our practice swords broken. Shall we go and buy new ones at the capital's weapon shop? It would be a simple thing to teleport there, yes? Yeah, Stroll's like, hey, sorry for needing to borrow my, the runner to go see my family home. And Hulkenberg's like, yeah, let's just go to the capital so I can buy swords. Glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day.
Listen!
On the authority of the Knight's Order, your crime shall be repaid with death. The voice. Is that Rodanth? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. Do it.
Wait!
Oh. Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty? What Knight Commander presides over executions?
Speak no more.
It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished.
So then...
What exactly has he done? Treason. This fool, petty officer of the military police, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. I mean, you guys kind of suck. Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights would say our honors. Yeah, no, he's speaking the truth. You've forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent. Bring me a whip. Hanging is not enough. You cannot be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed. This, after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows? Righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Now die, dishonorer. Writhe like the maggot you are.
Heed my words!
Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. Man, I gotta stop seeing executions. Like, this is the second hanging I think I've witnessed now. They could kill me for any reason they liked. Yeah, that's how it goes. It's beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. 'Tis only natural that we punish those who spread lies.
You...
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctus? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the royal knights still stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of the one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the free-willing and the frivolous, like yourself.
You cur.
You infinite coward, you poisoned toad, is this the shape of your so-called loyalty? Bold words. Almost think you and your friends seek the hangman to boost your
Hang on a
morale.
second.
Please, let us go. Balance, what are you? Apologize. You did not have to say anything. This is almost comical. The boy is clearly possessed of more sense than you. Pity stays my hand today, but there will not be a next time, Alkenberg.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country.
Apologies.
Balance, I apologize. I forced you into my troubles again.
Listen,
He's the one in the wrong here. All the same, I'm glad you were here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone. Somewhere in my heart, I had expected he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses. It should ever be me who strays from the path of virtue. I only ask that you remind me of my purpose under any circumstance. Can I trust this to you? Okay.
You have given me such strength.
Goddamn fools, we get to leave tomorrow, but we still have to do something tonight. Maybe. We'll see what there is to do tonight. I'm partly to blame for Rodin's brutality. No, the day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time away from prying ears. Yeah, that'll be stop number 2. The man behind Hulkenberg. I feel like I've seen him before. Yeah, don't worry. We're loading into the next thing, anyways. Oh, nothing to do for tonight.
It's time.
Well, we're finally leaving this place tomorrow.
Stop that at once.
But why?
What is it?
Why? But why?
Phil's gonna come back and ask why I'm dizzy.
Pardon?
But
Pardon?
why? But why?
Ridiculous.
But why?
Okay, now maybe I'm getting a little dizzy myself, actually. Ooh.
Pardon?
Well met, eh?
Actually, while she's grabbing a drink, I'm gonna go grab a shot. Ugh, okay.
Pardon?
Thank you, you really
Just a sec.
You sure? I want to just barge in there. Is that a dog? I think that's a dog.
Stop that at once.
Well met, eh?
Alright, I'm just gonna go bungee jump.
Well met, eh?
But again, fancy jump, raise your courage a little. Prepare an extra special rope just for you. Feel free to give it a go, but you'll die better the more courage you have. Jump from this height, I'll better raise my courage. For the Daredevil light, we got special thin rope for just 375 re. Want to set your pulse panning? Give this a whirl. Okay.
Good.
Oh, that's the spirit, Bill. You think you'll have the spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? Welcome back. I went and took a shot, spun around for a bit, and I'm now diving off a fucking cliff with a bungee cord attached to my leg. Are you sure you can handle this? I can see your legs trembling. I suppose you can't turn back at this point. Good luck. I mean it. Alright, looks like everything is set. Well then, get ready. My die has been cast. My fate is set.
Oh.
What's that? He dove off with his back to the ground? Oh, but he's falling surprisingly gracefully? What? I want to see these fucking sick flips I'm doing. I'm impressive. I enjoyed watching that, so I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. Going. Nice. This is jumping up a high place.
All right.
Gallica and I discussed the test courage and made our way back to the others.
Time
64
marches on,
popularity.
and the age of a new king draws near.
I think you could only get down to like... I dove off backwards. It sounds like I was doing like
I've seen the
flips.
state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and
Yeah, I don't have
mad
to
malcontents.
talk.
If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now.
He keeps drawing attention to
Can't
me
help but wonder
specifically.
how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Yay!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Louise. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds
Oh,
like quite a
neat.
journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fighting for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep.
What are you talking about? It's morning time.
Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these?
Now then.
I mean, he is actually like half the size of everyone in the party at least. Like, if you don't count his ears, he might even be like a third. Oh. Bunch it south out of Martyr, make it an, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Oh, I see a pink runner.
Whoa!
Oh, so that's Port Brialhaven.
Here's where we are now.
There actually should be a runner around here.
Let us hurry.
But wait,
This place here.
Let us hurry.
This place.
Oh hey!
Ha-ha!
I should have read all that.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken
I'm
by
thinking
tragedy,
about my next
the
fight.
Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brialhaven, capital of the Principality.
I told you to
of
watch
Oceania.
the first
A
20
world
minutes,
unknown
right?
to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or
She's the reason there's music in the game. She gives you fairy magic that makes the music happen. 3 days until we reach Brialhaven.
What?
Hey, Panty! We just got on the road. We finally left the town we've been stuck in for 3 fucking streams.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you get experience for using the washroom. Only 100, or yeah, the washroom. Literally use it to wash, so yeah. I guess we'll just increase my... Yeah, I'll just increase my,
Understood.
my MP. How you doing tonight? Or is this pre-leaving work hangout, or is this you've left work hangout?
the party sets off for Martyra. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight
okay.
fades, leaving only deafening silence. The
Okie dokie.
anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
I was just doing more social links, and then this started.
Oi!
Hey, have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak while we're stopped. I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase.
The breeze feels nice.
Got 3 more days on the road. I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Nobody got anything they want to say to me? Nope. Okay, let's go.
Right,
let's go take a bath.
Let's go.
I've never actually done this before, by the way. I didn't have time in my game.
Hey there.
Bath cask. From nearest. Apparently we can either enter as is, or make it even better by putting something in the hot water first. If you put in something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. Leisure soaking here should relieve fatigue and anxiety in my mind and body. I should even get some mag as well. While I'm at it, maybe I should put something in hot water. This was... Alright, fleeting fountain. Agility's actually pretty good to have. Oh, hell yeah! Fencer stream! Sweet fragrance envelops me, as though I've broken free to frolic through a flower-filled meadow. It feels like both my body and my heart have gotten lighter. Protagonist's agility increased by 2. I obtained mag from the bath. I got out of the bath and went back after cooling off for a bit. Okay. So I've never done that before. I did not know how that worked.
Draws nearer.
I'm gonna use all of my agilities. I should get like 10 points.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Ismay, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it'll take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us now. My young friend, where did you hear Ujifa are capable of flight? I disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. Really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? Yep. With the pantry.
all right then.
Nothing I can do with the boys. So more washing machine. At least I'm never gonna run out of mana.
This? Understood.
The truth is...
Oh, hey! Truth, I can't stand the hassle of doing laundry, you know? I once tried to invent another approach to doing it all together. I called it the bathe with all your clothes on tactic. You jump in the bath while your clothes with your clothes still on, you see? And once you're done, you hang on a beam and dry out, clothes and all. Not a bad strategy, eh? But alas, from this design soon emerged a fatal flaw. As you and your clothes are drying, you become colder and colder. By the morning I was shivering, and thus the tactic never saw the light of day again. We did laundry as I listened to Heismay recount his past blunders. Body for flat. Yep, 3.
Oh.
Money. Now who does this belong to, I wonder? Well, you ought to take it. Our money all goes to the same cause after all. After drying everything thoroughly, we finish the laundry. Oh, is it fight time? Please tell me it's fight time. Oh, this actually, I think this is a day trip and then fight tomorrow. Taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view.
Yep.
This place once
Okay,
flourished
tomorrow
through
is
the
a fight.
excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magma drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the
We're
promise
making
of
progress.
abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Sounds lovely. Let's check it out. This is a truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. Chill settles into my very bones as I consider what it could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry, I was just reminded of something unpleasant.
Everything okay?
You okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them. My hometown will eventually...
You...
Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives.
That's why.
Don't allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
All right.
And actually this, I kind of stopped doing as much learning wisdom, or gaining wisdom as I was playing, because, we kept doing these and they gave good experience. Only problem is, by the time I needed rank 4, I hadn't gotten nearly as much as I needed and only had 3, and had to catch up as like that. Wisdom I've honed will become my strength. Yeah. Now I just go, yeah, okay, I ought to win. My stomach since noticed that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Neris can read the room when he wants to, huh? Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless. City Ruins drawing. I'll take the drawing with me to ensure I never forget what happened here.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Time to go take another bath. Day after tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city. But we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us.
All right then.
Let's go.
Bath. Okay, it's no different. I have to use a different kind, but I actually want to get my agility up a bit.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Salty. I feel like there's yelling going on downstairs, but I can't quite tell. Give me a second. It's Felix smashing into the cans again, it sounds like. The salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Royal Haven by tomorrow. Seawater, I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us, at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage. It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. Speaking of ruin, Norris, do you remember what we were relying on you? Do remember that we were relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way?
That reminds me.
Norris said the waters around Brylehaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. We.
This. Understood.
Yeah, okay. Who's it this time?
Speaking
Oh.
of...
Remember when I told you I was trying to think of a new approach to laundry? Well, I dare say I've made a bit of a breakthrough. One day I was so sick and tired of doing laundry, a thought occurred. But I simply found a way to lessen the amount of clothes I had to clean. Thus I devised an ambitious tactic, the why not just wear nothing in the first place gambit. Well, it proved a roaring success, so my laundry workload went down considerably. But I soon found out how cold the air can be with no clothes to shield me. Suffice to say that after enduring such a chill, I have since retired the strategy. Listen to Heisman Remnants as we did our laundry. feel like he just doesn't like being cold.
Oh.
Alright.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming in for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, you lot. Yeah, I'm the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. Got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom. Oh, god damn it, woman. So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act.
Certainly.
Of course. Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. If they're coming on board at the other end, well, now we have to accept their challenge. Hello.
So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people
Alrighty.
are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Try a bit of this!
I'm not holding back, so Nurse fucking nukes her.
Looks like you've gotten stronger. So have we. They're weak to fire.
I forgot he starts doing that, and I fucking love it.
Nothing but a blunder.
So
It's
much
okay.
for that.
We can do this.
Turn back clock.
Now's the time.
Oh shit, he's gonna do this every time.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Oh, power of kings.
Ah, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. Let's just beat her ass. Bonk.
The freedom of a wanderer. Come forth, royal soul.
We fought before. I just burnt her alive.
Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen. Good. Tis done.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I continue to grow.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm already at the cap, which is 64. I can't go lower yet.
I've lost.
Oh, damn, I lost again. I could just beat you and ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. Wait, can I lose and have you take over? That'd be pretty funny. I'm pretty sure it's game over, though. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Katharina, cheer up.
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh, Idaricus? Who do you think I am, exactly? Pardon me, I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do Parapists like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Idaricus, wait, take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Well, thank you. Now we can eat for once. Man, I know that feeling.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone, I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. She's gonna try to kill my ass again. And earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. Small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when the Parapists take them up on it.
Make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so we'll squeeze them right back. Will handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something. Even now, tons of those people aren't going to survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
That's why.
You should know better than most. It's those who can act gotta take actions. If they don't, nothing in the bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. You know, I'm surprised Thules isn't saying more about the pink-haired chick. Or she's gone into a coma. So many say there's nothing to be done. They only say that because the Parapists are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the Parapists start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
In that case,
We can save those people too.
Oh.
Even though they're my enemies, maybe they're struggling in their own way.
Come off it.
Just a little. But that doesn't mean they can make the Parapists suffer for it. So yeah, I'll figure that out before I take the throne. Much obliged, Valence. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world in peace together. I can feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me.
She...
Loyal hunter, Katharina, keeper inheritor of the Brawler's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new strength, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Ah. Can we wait for next week?
I'm not letting anyone die.
So, you have to get this social, like, you have to do this fight and get this social link. You can't skip it. So, you get this ability here that gives you, I think, a 40% higher payout at all bounties. So you never get the option to do any later bounties for less than the boosted amount. Which, you know, cool, but kind of weird. Oh hey, Penty, it's your favorite picture from that other game. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me, okay?
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the gauntlet
there's even
in a balmy wetland.
There's even more when you go into your character's statuses.
Light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Woohoo! Muddy camp. Oh no, why is it muddy? We'll be arriving tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilhaven is. Anybody got anything to say? Nope.
Alright then.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, we get to take another soak.
What now?
Okay, so my agility is now 27. Oh shit. Okay, it's getting up there. Bathcast. You're still gonna leave fatigue and excited. The true, yeah, but the Peruvian. I was wondering what you meant with that, but I was like, okay, I'm trying to stream. I can't. We're ignoring my flubs. I'm ignoring everyone else's.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I'm actually not drunk for a change. Too bad.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Brilhaven. It's been a while.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes.
Damn.
Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Oh yeah, so last time for both of you because I don't know who was there for that actual stream. We found out the person kidnapping people back in Martira was in fact Joanna, the woman who ran the place. She was feeding people to the monster she adopted. Kind of fucked up. We convinced her to turn herself in, so we're going to turn her in. The request was, or the mission was to take a head to this place, but we're doing it in a not literal sense to draw attention.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Yay!
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of
Yeah, that's just a quick recap of what's been happening.
Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea
Oh, you guys are gonna like some parts of the city.
Alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Oh no! I didn't get a chance to do anything.
It's the ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon!
Well, this place doesn't seem so bad.
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brilehaven.
I like that they have a permanent blitzball stadium.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
He's like, yes, fuck up this tournament for me, please.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a sky runner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded
Son
the
of a
sky
bitch.
runners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make.
The
You'll
Birdman
see,
wants
eh?
to
One
fly.
day,
Okay,
I'll
I mean,
make those
fair.
wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Actually, for reference, his race cannot fly with their wings. They're just decorative.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Hey, douchebag.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public
Very.
humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
You actually like that? Jesus Christ.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Like Gauntlet Runners are rare enough that
Tomorrow's
most
finally
people
the
have never
exhibition to present
seen
on the-
one.
Tis much appreciated.
Let oh,
In that
fuck.
case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine.
Keep forgetting I
food
can't
is an
press start to
uncommon
skip.
blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
I cannot get that robe, unfortunately.
Really?
Come this way to Big City. I think we deserve a real inn.
Oh, this blooming heat.
All right then.
Yeah, I can't do any sightseeing yet, so.
Hey, mister.
Hello,
Need a ride? Good choice.
Say,
Hey, Alkenberg. Oh, hey, the king's wandered over here. You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but it's coming to Brilhaven. It was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came. I do suppose it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock. Oh, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Better get to finding an inn we can stay at. I mean, let's be fair. The royal palace is sitting on top of that rock. It gives me some serious Majora's Mask vibes, and it's also stalking everyone in the planet, or everyone on the continent individually. It literally is watching your combat. Like, he's in there when you're fighting. He's at the top. He's the Turner order thing.
ridiculous. What do I do?
Hey, it's getting lively out there. We'll have customers queuing up in no time. Yeah, here's where we're gonna be staying. Let me stay here. Fuck, I don't want to go talk to everyone else.
What do I do?
My, my.
Hey, Stroll. The inn turns away all who are not of the mobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way, but do I no longer look this part? What do I have?
What is it you require?
Me there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? Who are you? Truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked, and yet how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time. Beauty is all, is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Yeah, I'm with you there. I saw you in Martira, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Are you planning to stay at this inn? Fortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
So, if this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. Oh wait, that gauntlet run of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it too.
What?
I don't really know. What a shame, you got inside without even knowing how it worked. The group must have quite a talented engineer. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Oh, bring it, you little rat!
Hey!
Look who's here. You're that Elda fella from Martira, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the come all in. Some joke, eh? Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda staying there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral. There's one twice, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes, but...
You think so? Guess we'd better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's a Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Ujif standing out front, smiling all creepy, like, puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle. I like the way you roll, man. I doubt we'll get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that the Spider's Den sounds much better. But again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out? What do you mean I don't have the money? I have...
What now?
I have almost 6 million.
What do I do?
Of whatever the, Reeves. I think it's Reeves in this game? God, now I'm mixing up my, my bullshit. What's what?
What now?
Can you guys give me a minute? I'm gonna go grab a smoke. So I will be right back. I return. You guys still here? Okay, cool. You cut your mur a little short. Alright. Well, we're about to deal with some shit. So, I did just save, right? Let's save again, just to be on the safe side. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? Yeah, I've a spare room available. I don't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Freaky.
This place really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room. Oh, hey, guess who just rolled up? Guess who just rolled up? Hey, Felix.
Stinking believable.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
We have to
trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
Give me a second, I gotta go wash my hands. Okay, there we go.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
By the way, you don't even need to do this competition to win.
We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears.
At least not story-wise. Anyone can technically win. You just need to be the most popular in the country. Welcome back.
And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh,
shit.
Very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
He makes morbid jokes like Ian does in the Thursday game.
Beauty. What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Okay.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous...
It looks like someone took a safety pin and pinched it on his nose.
Build a nation ruled only by
And it just never snapped back.
of beauty.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, man's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head.
I mean, let's be real. This is a fantasy world. Plumbing is not something that's universal yet. Most people probably don't smell that great in this world. Like, I actually think he might be lucky to not be able to smell anything. Because this world probably smells awful.
Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Here, here.
Katharina, you're just what this land needs.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed.
Huh.
Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Okie dokie. But I want to argue. Oh, it's the coat you want to steal. And the asshole wearing it.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink. All you
Hell
want.
yeah!
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Our party actually are royalists. I'm the prince's best friend. And I'm in the running for him. Trying to make his God damn it.
Powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Hell yeah. He actually is into it. Yes. You don't even get a choice. He's just down. I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite...
I like the fucking clouds
natural.
coming off of it.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
It's still quivering.
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
This, okay, so yeah, this is literally like kind of how Val would like to eat, is literally just fucking just eat weird
It's a
shit.
delicacy. You just made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your
Oh,
meal.
hey, man. What's up?
I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it?
About all this? It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
Alrighty.
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need
Oh my
to
god.
spice this
He's
race
really
up a
talking
bit.
me up.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barton should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Yours ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner. Well, you guys ready for some shit to go down? You need to take a break, now would be the time. Alrighty. Done for the day. Should I retire for the night? Let's rest.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. Now come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What?
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
He's taking a piss.
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctuaress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
I wish I got drunk off a
Please do
drop.
not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness,
Sure?
you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
Yay, we've helped.
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to. Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first
I'm at
round.
64 right now.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Yeah, I think you like her too, huh?
Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
She's so fucking
I
awkward.
did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
So, she sounds like me.
Just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Just look at her dancing out there.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Well, yeah. You know, a bunch of these people work for him.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
He just went fishing.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner.
Fished up his dinner.
I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
It looks like a really dumb bird.
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Burned.
Now, on to the next.
This pretentious asshole.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly, the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Gordon's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
He'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This
Saves the best
should
for last.
Wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please.
I had to deal with that real quick.
I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense,
Absurd.
woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate.
Not really.
You have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, Lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Welp.
Well, folks.
Yeah.
sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
49. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Yeah, that was called, he panicked and needed to get damage control
Bardin
going.
just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us. And we mustn't betray them.
And we just had that, like, heart-to-heart this morning, too, where she told me that I'd basically given her life hope again.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you? No. We only read it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Oh, okay, he's just gonna go along with it.
This is
Okay.
what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Okay.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Come again? I mean, you dress like a buffoon, but, you know, I'm down.
What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools? Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Flunkies in arms.
It's not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep.
We check the Farsight mirror every night.
Nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point.
Okay.
Let's just wait for word then.
But I want to go do things and party.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume
Damn.
you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
The complete disrespect.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
See, we're checking the mirror again.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's
Yeah, I do know,
outskirts.
actually.
Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then.
Okay.
Let's be off to this night prowler.
Ooh. Oh, he says storm. Yay. Prowler,
Let's
huh?
hurry.
Place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Well met, eh?
Wonderful.
Right, yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Seriously, why can't we go play blitzball?
How's it going? I'll handle it.
The Night Prowler, so you're the lot those brothers were talking about. I know the story, I'll take you there real quick. Hello.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
We're getting sinister looks from the whole
What kind
pub.
of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd help anyone in need.
Meaning what exactly?
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much.
Hell yeah.
Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the type to make
Oh man,
yourselves useful.
he's not gonna like hearing
Many
that.
Gladel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now.
Bareback.
Get in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Sky Runner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Hell yeah, the Sky Runner.
Where?
Sorry, sunset. Time flies by so fast. God, how long were we in there talking to those assholes?
So?
Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The Caradrius is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there.
Hello there.
You want to go to the Warship Harbor? There's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright, mind yourself and climb aboard.
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge. Oi, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
Bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, what with the soiree and all. Soiree? What's that? Hey Bess, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Okay. Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously?
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room. Don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Okay, so there's a weird thing. So most people in the game cannot see Gallica. She's actually hidden by fairy magic. You actually need to be like an exceptionally skilled person to notice her. They directly talk to her, so they know she's there.
Check this out.
Yeah, so you'll notice in some conversations with NPCs, mostly quest givers, is she'll be involved in the conversation, but only to you, and the person sometimes will not react to her comment at all. It's actually kind of hard to tell when they actually notice her or don't. But yeah, most important characters notice her.
Got it.
And here we are, going in. Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
I like how we're in battle stances despite this being a friendly place, in quotes. Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched. Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out, but we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
Oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
Reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic-controlled locking device? Or mechanism? Keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers. Navigating this place might prove difficult without those in our possession. You'll need to acquire them then. Oi. Already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I'd thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. And what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. So that's all it took, eh? A little show of the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men. They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal. What? These pissants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order. Just get this through your tiny heads. Power's everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home. Tails between your legs. Is that really appropriate to say around the two parapuses? The parapi?
Seriously?
You just gonna stand there, or are you gonna move? Come on.
Here.
This would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he? Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter. Okie dokie.
Hey.
That's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War.
Oh
If
boy.
Colonia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save.
Oh, cool.
Are candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You
The gasp.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-knee lamb. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign.
He did say August. Wait,
As
are we
my
using?
gauntlet runner requires some maintenance. The party should be
I think
held
we're using
at the
real
feast
world
hall
months.
where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Okay. I wonder how Gallica's search is going.
Oh only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! You're coming this way! Now you have to hide!
Yeah, she's either invisible or she's not, and you can never tell.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Ding.
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula?
Just a little. Felix, what are you doing, buddy?
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
What's going on, pal?
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
Woo!
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure
Oh,
I
hell
saw
yeah.
the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or
I'm gonna
port
do
corridor,
both
and the
starboard
bridge.
and port.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the Luxury Inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Oh,
Would have
okay,
the guest
cool.
of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? Be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Okay. Oh, God.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength. Ah, yes. He was rather full of himself. Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors. It would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Alright, it's getting kind of late. I'm getting a little tired. You guys, what if I call it here? We're in Brylehaven. We're about to get the setup for the next dungeon. It's a good stopping point, actually.